On the deserted streets of Bogota, they've become familiar figures, backpack-wielding couriers on bicycles delivering food or medicine to lockdown Colombians. Most of them here are Venezuelan migrants who say they have no alternative but risking exposure to the coronavirus. Dorema Gomez, a mother of 4, says contagion is always on her mind, but since her husband lost his job, staying at home was not an option.
It's not easy to go out and expose yourself to the virus, especially when you have kids waiting for you. When I get home, I need to take full precautions. Wash, change clothes before touching anybody.
Trying to be safe means contacts with customers have been reduced to a minimum. Yet there may be a bright side. People who look down on them as unskilled migrants now say they're essential in the fight to control the virus.
I receive messages on the app saying that we are heroes, like the doctors or the policemen. I was a nurse back home, 1 year short of becoming a doctor, so I feel what I am doing is not all that different from my passion. Helping others, it motivates you.
Delivery services had already become a lifeline for Venezuelan refugees across the continent, but as Latin America hunkered down, thousands have lost their jobs. With delivery orders spiking, so has the number of recently unemployed migrants moonlighting as couriers. There are now 25,000 people working as delivery men here, and the company says they have a waiting list of another 45,000 people. None of them receive health insurance for their work and exposing themselves, and very few seem to have it.
No, ellos no cubren de eso.
No, the companies don't offer insurance. I'm here with God's blessing.
Reni Mendez says that at times he receives masks and hand sanitizers, but that he has to buy most elements on his own. Reports that in the United States more than 40 grocery workers have died after catching the virus worry him, but he says the issue is one of survival, one way or the other.
It's a blessing to simply be able to go out and make some money. We all live with what we earn on a daily basis. No work means no food.
Even when working means putting yourself at risk, with little or no protection.
Well, Alessandro Rampietti joins me now from Bogota. And it does really beg the question, after your report, Alessandro, what the delivery companies are doing to protect the couriers.
Yes, so Rappi and iFood, which are the two largest app delivery companies in Latin America, have turned their offices into care centers where these riders can go to get their backpack, their bikes, their clothes disinfected. But from what we understand, it's very difficult for them to do it, at least on a daily basis, which is what the companies suggest they do. Because, for example, here in Bogota, there's only one office, is way in the north of the city, so it's too far away for many of these workers to go all the way there to get this disinfection. We also understand, we put this question into Rappi, the largest company here in Colombia, and they said that they're tapping into their revenues to import hundreds of thousands of masks and gloves and other protective elements for the riders, but they're saying they're having a lot of difficulty doing that, but they're working on it. And we understand that in some cases they went to the largest plaza where these riders gather to distribute some of these elements. In any case, though, these riders say that they're better off than the great majority of the Venezuelan migrants. Here in Colombia, there are almost 2 million of them. And you might remember that last week we reported on the fact that many who haven't been able to make any money at all since March 25th, when the lockdown started here, have been in many cases evicted from the rooms and small apartments where they live. Often they have to pay this daily, and they haven't been able to do so. And so thousands have started to walk back to Venezuela. Even if they fled the economic devastation there, they're now saying we're better off back home where the rest of our family is, and where at least we have a roof, since in Colombia there's nothing left for us to do. And there's also the issue that the government and the district here of Bogota hasn't really been able to do much for them, because the situation is already so bad for poor Colombians that they're absolutely being left on their own.
For the update, Alessandro Rapietti there in Bogota. Thank you.